Hi, my name is Chad Madden. I'm co-founder of the Physical Therapy Apprenticeship and also founder of Madden Physical Therapy. And today we're going to talk about the three basic areas that the Physical Therapy Apprenticeship covers and how it can help you succeed in private practice and a private practice of your own. The first one is clinical. And when we're talking about the clinical phase, we're talking about the technical aspects of evaluating a patient, of completing the interview, of looking for the red flags for any systemic disorders to refer out, looking for pain reproducibility in terms of doing functional scales and range of motion assessments and all those things that we learn in PT school. Also with that, we're looking at providing evidence-based practice through manual therapy, exercise, and as-needed traction. So we're looking at the evidence and applying that. In our clinic, in our two clinics, we rarely use modalities. We do have one ultrasound machine. I think out of 1,800 patients last year, we used it on two. So 2 out of 1,800, so we rarely use that. Also electric stimulation, we've had it on 1 patient within the past year, so very rare that we use that for any reason at all. But we do a lot of hands-on therapy, we do a lot of exercise, people get better and they stay better, and we've developed a good reputation and a growing reputation for that. We're going to teach you how to do that. Second aspect is management. That starts as a team leader. So as a physical therapist, working with a PTA, working with an aide, using your state practice guidelines, how can we operate so that everything gets done efficiently? In our clinics, 1 PT, 1 PTA, 1 aide will see upwards of 120 to 130 visits in a week. The therapist gets to see the same patient, or the patient gets to see the same physical therapist every time they come in, and then they receive manual therapy every time that they come in. They also receive a mini assessment or a reassessment or an evaluation as needed. So we do that. We have a system that works very efficient, and most people when they come in, if they've worked in other systems and they're coming to work for us for the first time or observe how we do things, they're amazed at how smooth everything runs. But we're talking about management on a team leader, as a team leader position, management in terms of working with front office staff, management in terms of working with other key personnel as well. Also management of time. You know, how do we handle the small emergencies that come up on a day-to-day basis, where we need to call the referring physician, get something handled there, and manage the care of 4 other patients at the same time. We'll talk about that as well. The third aspect, which I think is the most exciting for a young physical therapist, at least as we've seen in our surveys, is that of ownership. The number one obstacle that we find in our surveys is fear, and that's the not knowing. You know, they get to this point where the young therapist knows how to handle any sort of low back pain that comes in. They know how to handle neck pain. They know how to handle the shoulder and knee problems. The vertigo patient, they got that. They don't even have to break out their textbook anymore, so they become a master here. Perhaps by luck of the draw, they've stumbled upon some management techniques that work really well for themselves and for others, and they strengthen the people around them. Great. Maybe they've even become a successful clinical director of a small practice, probably consisting of themselves, a front office reception person, and maybe a physical therapy aide. Seems to be the average situation that we see, but they want to make this jump to the ownership level. And there are some pretty big questions that cause the fear that we get before we make that jump. And they primarily lie in financing, remaining compliant, and how do I get referrals? So within that ownership phase, that's what we're talking about. How do I market my practice? How do I position my practice? How do I create good public relations within the community so I'm known as the place to go when that physician is writing a referral for physical therapy? How do I do that? And we've done that. We've grown from a 2,000 square foot clinic. In 2006, we expanded that to 4,500 square feet. And last year, we expanded that 4,500 to an 8,000 square foot clinic and added another 4,000 square foot clinic. So in 5 years, we've gone from 2,000 to 12,000 square feet. We've grown from seeing 5 new patients in a week, upwards of 49, I believe, is the highest that we've ever done. 49 new patients in 1 week. So a lot of know-how, a lot of effort, a lot of hard work, but it's all learnable, and we're willing to share it. So thank you.